It's crazy. I'll be 30 in a couple months. So it's not too late. That's something I've been pondering over like the past couple months. I think what's been interesting is a lot of my favorite creators, I'm starting to find out we're all the same age. It isn't, in comparison, is always like the worst thing you want to do as a creator, but at the same time, it's one of those things where what's that saying? It's the best time to plant a tree was like what, 20, 30 years ago, but the second best time is right now. So for me, it's always been, am I making progress? I mean, is anyone really watching? And of course, like, you want to take the time to appreciate the small wins and to slowly see the growth that's been happening slowly, maybe not outwardly, but the cool thing is it's like I know my skills are getting better, I'm getting more comfortable on camera and learning how to tell stories and things like that. But here's what a couple things that I've been pondering over the past few months, as far as what's been helping me to get past that comparison gap, or wondering, should I even keep going when it comes to making YouTube videos, content, and things like that, and trying to pursue that creative lifestyle. So my first one is take the opportunities. And that is something that happened, I think last year, 2023, was a big moment where I just started taking opportunities as I started to do work in the creative industry, the creative economy, and started working with creators who I've been watching for years, but now we become peers or colleagues. Putting yourself in those situations to where you can be in those rooms and to learn from those who have been in this industry for a long time has been helpful. But at the same time, it is that kind of, if you played sports, you have like that rookie moment or that freshman moment where like, should I even be here? Like, everyone is so experienced. Everyone has that confidence of putting their reps to kind of put their game face on. But at the same time, you're learning. The learning to do that is hard, and it takes time. And I'm not going to lie, for my last year, I ended up actually kind of fumbling the bag with quite a few projects with that. But now, come a year later, I've found that starting to find my stride, what client work I like to do, who I want to work with, and finally catching my stride is like having something to say. So that takes time and takes a little, you fall, scrape your knee, share some experiences. So that's also been a big learning experience, and it's been fun, but also the growing pains are real. Oh snap, the sun is really coming through. All right, hold on, we're gonna switch the angle up real quick. Second thing I've been learning is have confidence. I think building up confidence to continue to create, to continue to explore your vision and the things you're curious about is very helpful. And you never really know who's out there, who's watching, and who kind of needs what you have experienced and want to feel encouraged by. I think that's probably one of my favorite things I've been experiencing this past year, like really diving into making content, is I've had a lot of conversation with friends that are starting to get more into their creativity, who are taking the unconventional routes to being more creative, or who are pursuing their creative journey and having those opportunities, just because it's a mutual feeling. And what's nice is that it's different when you have friends, when you know people that are doing those things close to you, versus like just watching someone on the internet that, they're like, follow me and do this, and then you'll get this amount, you'll triple X or whatever the heck it is. But it's like, it's just different when you have friends that are also creative, that are also putting themselves out there, that are starting businesses and starting side hustles that really show their creative side. Is just super encouraging. And to to feel that you're building a community of people who who ones you kind of frequently hang out with whenever you can. So that's been really cool, and to continue to follow that childlike curiosity and just having conversations about creativity and just being excited. It is different when you can talk about art and projects that you're excited about and we want to share with others, but also share it with ones who will appreciate what you want to share. And it's such a fun experience, and you want to continue to be with ones who actually care and ones who know what it's like to go through the struggles of creating, and who really want to make things. So it's not easy to make something and to put it out there for basically other people to judge. That is what we're doing here on the internet. We're just putting ourselves out there to be judged and asking people to like the thing. Like, here it is. Here's what I made. Hope you like it. Oh man. But it's so much fun to experience that with friends. It's so much fun to experience that with friends. Wow. And I think the last bit of it all, when it comes down to this whole journey of I think the last bit of it all, when it comes down to this whole content creation, is just enjoying the journey. I think moments like these where I think about how I got started, and like I was going through some of my old hard drives the other day, and I found just some of the videos I made, or even just some of the outtakes, and they're just like, what was I thinking? Just thinking about, just looking at that and observing like how kind of carefree I was when I first started. And it's kind of that reminder, like, I need to still be more carefree. I need to, don't be so loose, or don't be so loose. I mean, don't be so rigid. I think that was just mentioned in Colin Smear podcast with Preston Goes. It just told him not to be so rigid, or don't forget to be loose, or whatever. To kind of have those variety videos where you're just talking to the camera versus having the big old spectacle videos. Like, it's good to have a balance, because remembering that you're still a person, remembering that you still got to live a life. as fun as it is to want to make a living off of being creative, you still have to live life. I think that has been something I've really been enjoying. I've taken a little bit of a break as far as making videos and being as consistent as I was, trying to post every week and making shorts and things like that. I think I just recently went on a trip. I'm working on a few videos about that while I was there, and we'll be sharing those soon. But it was good to walk away and to live life a little bit and kind of be refreshed, because as a creative, the hardest part is you can't turn your brain off. That's the crazy bit about it, is like, you just can't turn it off. And sometimes you got to be reminded it is good to unplug. You can still be creative, jot down your ideas, prepare them for later. But I find for myself that my creativity, my stories, the things I want to share are better when I live a little life first and then come back afterwards. So I've had a good break. It's been nice, and I'm looking forward to sharing even more from what I've been up to the last month and a half or so. It's been a little crazy, but looking forward to sharing it. I've been thinking about this video for a little while, because there's just been a few creators that kind of been sharing their reflections, and it's crazy. I'll be 30 in a couple months. Oh snap, like 4 months. Yeah, 4 or 5 months, something like that. And whenever I tell people that, they're like, what? You're going to be 30? Like, yeah, baby, shoot. Black don't crack, you know what I mean? But just reminding myself, and for anybody else who's kind of at that crossroads where Should you get started? Should you not? I mean, granted, yeah, you should have started 10, 15 years ago when you're in high school. I mean, because nowadays kids are just taking off with this whole content creation thing. But the second best time is right now. Like, you know, sometimes you could be the one who has that overnight success that like, oh snap, you did one video, you just blow up. But also it's better to know that you tried versus to be riddled with the what ifs and the regrets. So yeah, I think I'm done with my soapbox for the day. Thanks for listening. Thanks for kicking it. It's your boy Groovy Foo. I'll catch you later on the next one. Peace.